What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do an energy shout out for a random sign in the collective. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal. So take what resonates and pass the rest to the next, okay? So, of course, as you know, energy shout outs are at random. I have not chosen a sign yet. We'll be picking out of the singing bowl here. I am on kind of like spiritual vacation. Primary readings are on hold until about maybe beginning to mid February. Okay. And so these are a little bit lighter, even though as of lately the messages have been pretty specific. Okay. So hopefully you guys have been able to see some of the energy shout outs so far. Hoping to get everybody done before the new year if possible. But as you know, I do readings based off of the energy of myself and the collective. Okay. So with that being said, we've got a couple of slips in here. All right. And I'm just going to kind of turn it away from me. I cannot see who or what sign I'm picking, okay? But it is a random draw, and we have picked out Scorpio, okay? So Scorpio, you are up for a energy shout out, all right? So this hopefully will hold you over until primary readings are back, okay? You can also, Scorpios, you guys were honorably mentioned during the December 10th channeled reading, so you may want to go and check that out. It's on my channel on the playlist. Look for the general channeled collective messages so that way you can see that reading. I did just do one yesterday as well, channeled message, and that one is posted too, but you want to go for the one that was done about a week or so ago. Okay, so let's see where the Scorpio energy is for the collective. Okay, we do have storm warning and indecision, okay, coming up for you guys. Maybe some troubling times. The storm card kind of reminds me of the Tower. So you could be trying to decide on which way to go for something right now. You do have journey coming up, number 2. Focus on what it is that you want, not what you don't want to occur, Scorpios, and maybe that will help you make a decision. We have woman holding heart and indecision here. You could be maybe trying to decide about a person, not in the sense of maybe choosing between two people, but maybe choosing on an approach of some sort. So that's as far as I'm going to go with that. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck, okay? We cut by 3s, we shuffle by 3s, and at the bottom we have Magician and the Mirror, okay? Magician and the Mirror. 53 here, okay? Time for a change with the number 5 coming up. Time for a change within yourself with the number 3 being there, okay? It's time to center yourself in some form of change, maybe a phase in your life, as we all have, you know, if you go through, you know, your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, okay? Kind of those, I consider those as phases of our lives, okay? And for each one, there's a growing pain for everyone, okay, when you're going through those phases. So it's time to center yourself in the new phase of your life that is going to pretty much catapult you forward in true evolution, if you will, of your mindset and as a person in your state of being, which leads to 53 equaling out to 8, which is infinite balance, okay? which is required for you right now, Scorpio, okay? And so maybe you're trying to find a fine balance. It could be work-life balance in a way. It could be balancing just yourself in general as far as emotions and just moving in a just way that's not only fair to others but mostly yourself. All right. So as you can see with this man, this magician, there is an infinity symbol right glowing kind of over the top of his head. Okay. In the mirror behind him, you have fire and ice on both sides. Okay. So definitely trying to manifest something. Okay. I'm trying to see in the mirror behind the magician, and I can't really see too much of an image of him. It's more transparent in the sense of kind of an aura, if you will. Maybe more so of the ice kind of being shown than the fire. Okay, he is wearing an amulet of sorts around his neck. Okay. Um, Again, with the magician, you are trying to manifest at this time, which there's nothing wrong with. Just make sure you're manifesting for the right reasons, okay? And learning the hot and cold of yourself and where or how you want to move forward, okay? You're probably very passionate in what it is you're trying to manifest right now, but keep yourself cool, calm, and collected, okay? So, we're going to go into the book so we can read a little bit more in depth to what the meaning is behind this magician in the mirror, okay? Which will come with an affirmation as well, okay? So, up underneath, you do have the door to romance, number 33, equaling out to 6, okay? And so, again, maybe you're trying to manifest a new beginning, if you will, when it comes to romance or tapping into that side of yourself, okay? But really reevaluate in the sense of looking back at your past and maybe comparing your own actions to what you want to transcribe to someone now, okay? So, magician in the mirror, knowing and using your true power, okay? This card represents the culmination of your personal and spiritual power at this time. In the magician's left hand is the flame of passion and action. In his right hand is a vortex of water and the light of reflection. This highly beneficial card is telling you that you are the magician, and within your grasp are the amazing forces of earth and spirit. The water is the energy of yin, and the power of spirit and clarity of thought. The flame is the energy of yang, bringing direction and creativity. Together, they give you the magnificent magic of transformation. The mirror stands beside the magician, reflecting the outer world's response to your choice to use or dismiss the true power that you have. Its silver reflection reveals the future in a mist on the horizon, ready to be magically formed. When you receive the magician upright, you are put on notice that an important and powerful time is at hand. You are the alchemist of your life, and just as an alchemist turns base metals into gold, you are now able to transform your difficulties into great blessings. This is true in every area of your life. Claim your power and embrace your intentions in your heart and in your daily life. Direct your destiny, and the mist of the future will clear into brilliant reality. Okay? Into brilliant reality. Okay? So, Scorpios, whatever it is you're trying to manifest, it definitely is there for the taking. Okay? The affirmation with this card is I have all the power I need to create the destiny I desire. Magic happens when I live in consciousness and my internal truth. okay? Magic happens when I live in consciousness in my eternal truth, okay? And so, Scorpios, you really do need to speak and live your truth, okay? What is it that you truly want to accomplish in this lifetime is going to definitely, again, catapult you into your reality. If you believe in it, you live it consciously and on a daily basis, not just temporarily to get a temporary reward, okay? This is truly about not just doing it because it's a phase, but making it a lifestyle, okay? So, whether that's spirituality or again, just something in particular that you are really trying to accomplish, you have to live in consciousness in order to receive it, okay? Whatever facet that is for you, okay? So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into your crystals of assistance here, okay? For Scorpio, crystals of assistance for Scorpio. For some reason, I'm feeling the vibe of maybe pulling 3 for you guys, Scorpio, but we'll see what happens. Scorpio's crystals of assistance. If you are a person that is a spiritualist or like metaphysical work, then this is definitely the part of the reading for you, Scorpios, okay? For some reason, I'm going to go ahead and pick this one here because it's really kind of speaking out to me to pick that one, okay? And I know I just shuffled, but I'm just going to do a light shuffle again for some reason for you guys, Scorpio. Again, like I said, this feeling of 3, I'm going to take this one as well because it's, again, just kind of speaking to the energy of Scorpio. Speaking to the energy of Scorpio. I think I'm going to go ahead and take this one too. Okay. So there we are, 3. But there may be a need to pull the one from the bottom. So 4 for you guys, Scorpio, okay? So again, with being the magician coming up, seems, you know, kind of fitting at this point for you to have at least 4 crystals, and I'm trying to get them all in frame here so that way you guys can see them. So I'm going to just slide this magician over a little bit more, okay? And so we're going to go through all 4 of these, so feel free to write these down. If you got to pause and write it down, then by all means, please do. So let's go with this first one here, which is Lemurian Quartz. Okay, Lemurian Quartz, Lemurian, Lemurian, okay, Lemurian Quartz. Lemurian quartz is identifiable by its blushing hue and the ladder-like horizontal grooves that climb up its face. Its name is a shout out to Lemuria, a fabled lost continent whose highly evolved inhabitants, some far out folks insist, now live under Mount Shasta in California. Those who need it are anyone in need of a vacation from their thoughts, okay? Where you should put it, Lemurians are like wands. Point them at body parts, friends, and other crystals that need more juice, okay? So it obviously gives a little bit more of a charge to whoever or whatever it is pointed at, okay? The time for you to use it is whenever someone or something you love needs a zap of healing energy, awakening your inner wizard or witch and cast a spell with Lemurian quartz, okay? Escape your mind, okay? Escape your mind. So this seems like one of those crystals that are kind of in the um, family of selenite in regular quartz, okay, as far as being very healing or protectant um, of negative energy, negative thoughts, but more so cleansing in a way, okay? Very beautiful hue on this. I truly do like the imagery, the picture here depicted of this particular crystal has a very nice hue to it indeed, okay? And so when you need a vacation from your thoughts thinking too much, take a break, okay? And maybe come back a little bit more refreshed to deal with the situation, okay, at hand, because you could be missing some things that you're focused too much on the result and not the situation itself, okay. Let's get to the second crystal here, which is adventurine, okay. Adventurine, this adventurine comes in different hues, okay. Green adventurine is one of my favorites, but there's definitely different ones available, okay. Adventurine, shimmering adventurine, the good luck stone, is a translucent green quartz containing particles that create a glittery effect called appropriately adventurescence, okay. Its heart-centered happy-go-lucky vibes are a reminder that this life on earth experiment is supposed to be fun, okay. Those who need it are melancholic inhabitants of ruts and funks, anybody with a side hustle, okay. So if you're doing something, you have other means of income, this can pretty much kind of keep you in the mood of, getting to that bag, if you will, okay. Along with my Get to the Money spray that you can find, shameless plug, on my Etsy shop, okay, self-curated by me. Green aventurine with this would work really well, or the All Right meditation oil as well, okay. Currently giving a sale now, 10% off if you spend 25. So check that out. All right. So you should put adventurine in your pocket on poker night whenever you encounter people, places, and things hell bent to bring you down to gutter level. Okay. The time to use it is when you find yourself in a crisis of confidence and it's time to wake up, clean up, and re up your shine. Show off your sparkle, okay? Show off your sparkle, okay? So, this is a very uplifting, confidence boosting stone, if you will, providing luck. Adventuring also has the ability to assist you in dealing with conflicts, external or internal for that matter, in handling those. Thus, the All Right meditation oil would, be really good for you if you, kind of have issues with that, Scorpio. Okay. So let's get on to the next crystal of assistance for you guys, which is labradorite. Okay. Labradorite. Which comes from different kind of colors and hues. I have one in particular on my desk, which kind of looks a little bit different from this one, but it still has some of the remnants. And I'll just show you guys how mine looks compared to the picture here. Okay, so depends on how big you have. Mine is pretty much kind of like palm size, if you will. Okay. But definitely a beautiful crystal to have, okay? So with labradorite is a feldspar mineral, first discovered in Canada's frozen north. The stone seems to hold the light of the aurora borealis just beneath its surface. This slightly psychedelic iridescent dance is known quite appropriately as labradorescence, okay? Those who need it are adventurers exploring far off lands, places, alchemical spiritual, artistic, and dreamy, or any Pisces, which is obviously your co-water sign. Okay, you could have that in your chart, but it's just an honorable mention. You should put this wherever you cast your spells, okay? But you don't have to necessarily cast spells. It could be where you pray, or your altar, if you will. When to use it is when you've lost your faith in magic. The world is a weird, wonderful, whimsical, watery rock hurtling through space, and you're on it, and that makes you special. Gaze into labradorite and delight in that. Protect your magic, okay? Protect your magic, all right? So, again, if you are into spirituality, like I said, very artistic, labradorite is something that can help with that, kind of centering in what your magic is, or assist you in a way of creativity. Okay, Scorpios? So the last crystal here is black tourmaline. Okay, black tourmaline. I also have this myself. Very small, not a very big piece of it, but I think, smaller is better because it's, in my opinion, very strong. Okay, because it's in regards to grounding. Okay, so black tourmaline, grounding. Black tourmaline is a slightly magnetized, semi-precious gemstone with a reputation for protecting a delicate psyche from a case of the crazies and establishing powerful energetic boundaries between you and all the zombies out there. So, me personally, I would probably keep this on me at any given point in time, okay? Especially if you're going to be, associated in crowds with people that, are not on the same frequency as you, okay, Scorpios? Everyone needs black tourmaline, okay? Where you should put it is beside your doors to keep emotional vampires out, on your person, in your pocket, everywhere, okay? Any and everywhere where you feel like you need this grounding stone, you can use it there, okay? When to use it is anytime you take public transportation, find yourself in a crowd, or hear that sucking sound of a coworker, family member, malignant demon taking more from you than they are giving back. Protect your light, okay? Protect your light is the affirmation on the back of this card, okay? So, by all means, black tourmaline, aside from obsidian and onyx, okay, black tourmaline is definitely good as far as like energetic transference, okay, between yourself and other people. And so that is a little bit better of a gemstone to have than the others at times. Although I do have, believe I have onyx, or no, obsidian. I have obsidian in the I Am Strong meditation oil that's available on my Etsy shop. It has citrine and obsidian, okay? And that is just to ground you in your own personal joy. That is the only time when I really would use any crystals of grounding with something else, because just using that one crystal for itself can really ground you in whatever emotional state that you are in, or mental state that could be toxic, or it could be, more arrogant, if you will. And so pairing it with something that's more lighthearted can kind of give you a balance of not being grounded in a negative way. But again, matching it with citrine helps to ground in joy and affirmation of self-awareness, okay? So you can find that on my Etsy shop as well if you think that's something that you need. By all means, I have like 8 essential meditation oils on my Etsy shop. So the descriptions for each of them are in the item details. If you expand it out, you'll learn more about what each one is for and what really works for you. So let's get into your daily messages, Scorpio. And I'm just light shuffling here just a little bit. And we'll see how many messages need to come out for you guys. This is just considered a message of support as we wrap up your readings. Again, I am on spiritual vacation. Primary readings, I'll go back to, like I said, by about beginning to mid-February. Okay, but energy shout-outs, everybody is going to get at least one, and then channel readings in between as called for. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut the deck by threes. And for some reason, I feel like I'm going to go ahead and take this message for you guys there. And we'll go for the one on the bottom of the deck to start. Okay. Which says, beware that your thoughts and feelings are just as impactful as your actions. Okay. Beware that your thoughts and feelings are just as impactful as your actions. Okay. So I do feel as though, now this is more so not talking about your words. This is talking about your thoughts. Okay. So whatever you think, and again, this is part of manifesting. Okay. If you are a spiritualist, your thoughts are just as and feelings are just as impactful as your actions. So you think it and you do it, then that's what happens. Okay. If you act or think in a negative way, if you think or feel in a negative way, then that is what transpires. Your actions turn into negativity. Okay. So whatever you think, because it's impactful because you can act on what you think. Okay. And so you have to be mindful of those actions and those thoughts. Okay. And think things out thoroughly. Okay. If you want positive results, then you have to have positive thoughts. Okay. The next message is work daily towards improving your mental health. Work daily. Okay. And I'm trying to get this so this can kind of like not be too fuzzy, but it's a very light color, kind of beige or nude, if you will. So it's probably hard for you to see the words. But work daily towards improving your mental health. Okay. So if you're suffering from some mental health issues, Scorpio, by all means, you need to work daily on it by journaling, speaking to someone who is, non-biased, if you will, that is, able to understand maybe an outsider that's not familiar with your situation that could possibly help you, such as a therapist. I am all for therapy as it's necessary or as you see fit. But definitely dealing with mental health is something that is, really on the rise in our society at this point. And so it's not something that can be neglected. Okay. Something I like to do aside from therapy, and aside from writing my feelings down, I'll watch certain things that will kind of relieve stress for myself. So I might watch some anime every now and again. I might watch, I'm avidly watching like ESPN all the time. As far as my sports, I love my basketball, football, and so I'll watch things like that. But also watching documentaries and things of that nature. Again, I've mentioned it before as far as like primitive building, like things in nature. You can find things like that on YouTube all the time. Mental stimulation as far as maybe a frequency of meditation for crown chakra work could be useful to you. But also suggest a couple of other of the oils not laughing at you, but it's like I'm not trying to like dump a lot of my stuff as far as holistics that I do have, but sometimes aromatherapy is helpful, and that's what my meditation oils are. And so you can definitely kind of utilize that in a way. Um, if you're someone who likes to do meditations, that could be useful to you as far as for your mental health. But find something that just helps relieve your everyday stressors of thoughts. I like doing puzzles, like brain puzzles, things like that. And so that can kind of take you away, again, that great escape, if you will, of escaping your mind and your thoughts. Going back to this Lumerian quartz is probably something you need to meditate with. Scorpios, if you're not into doing actual therapy, okay? Self-help books are always good as well, but again, sometimes certain things can only take us but so far. So that was a love message that just came out. This is something that I've added to the energy shout outs just for the time being, to kind of give those who are looking for some messages towards love. Since I don't have the primary readings up, you can also go and check out the All My Love readings if you are concerned about a love situation that would help, along with possibly the Heart's Desire readings would also be helpful as well. And I'm just trying to feel if there's any other messages for Scorpio in love. Any other messages for Scorpio in love? Because that one just popped directly out. I'm just light shuffling here. And I'm going to go ahead and cut by threes. Kind of the first time I've cut by threes during readings. And I'm going to go directly to the bottom and pull one from the bottom. And one more from the bottom. And then that should cover you guys in love. You guys obviously needed a very large message, Scorpios, and I am not surprised because usually when I do Scorpio, y'all get super extended, okay? So nothing wrong with that. Again, if y'all been watching the channel long enough, you know now that I do have Scorpio in my 7th house. So I honestly vibe with y'all a little bit more than I do as a Taurus. I'm sun sign Taurus, but I do vibe with Scorpios whenever I do the readings. So I end up staying with you and Pisces, actually, because I have Pisces in my 11th house. And so you guys kind of get a little bit more attention than the other signs do. So here's your first card, Sacred Union, okay? Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred, okay? Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred, okay? So you have these two kind of embracing each other, okay? With a lot of purple hues behind them and swirling around them as far as an energy, okay? And so I feel as though with this sacred union and those colors kind of emanating behind them, you have something kind of telepathy, if you will, between you and your person. It's like you know each other very intimately and very deeply. And so whatever you're thinking, your person can kind of read your face and know what you're possibly thinking. Okay, and that's a beautiful union to have, Scorpios. So that's your first message in love. Your next message in love is passion. Okay, passion, again, two embraced with each other. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it, okay? So whatever you have with this person is very passionate, Scorpio. It may be something that you haven't experienced before, maybe on a different level. Like I said, a level of intimacy that really expands further than just, a one night stand or anything like that. It's something that you want to experience forever. So that's definitely kind of where you guys are. As you can see, there's kind of like this steam coming off of them. So hot and spicy is what I am feeling for you guys, Scorpio, okay, in your love life, okay? The last message here is again still two people here, kind of in a way. I almost feel like this woman is kind of looking into an opposite reflection of herself. This kind of third eye illuminating shine in her third eye space. So it feels like a separate or a different version of herself. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives, okay? Love never claims, it simply allows and gives, okay? And so, technically, this is a message between two people, but again, I feel as though there needs to be some kind of closeness within someone in the Scorpio collective with themselves, okay? To get closer to who you are as a person, but also allow yourself to have some space from others so that way you can learn yourself. Possibly learning yourself all over again due to a particular situation that has transpired, okay? And so, with that being said, that is all that I have for you guys, Scorpio. Really, really thorough spread here that definitely coincides with this Magician and the Mirror. It is the end of 2023 as we're looming into 2024. And so that year in itself, next year, is a year of balance. And so this year has been mostly a year of inner strength, okay, and trying to figure out who we are and what we are made to do. And so I hope this reading has helped you, along with any others that you can find on my channel. Again, truly appreciate your patronage, Scorpios, and hope you guys take truly good care of yourselves. So until next time, peace.